Good morning, church. Good morning, church. My name is Bénigne Ingabire Ngabonziza. I am a mother. No, I'm married to Alex Gifting Ngabonziza. And I'm a mother of 3 biological children. And I have other children that the Lord put in our care to play a role of an auntie and an uncle. I was asked to share my testimony and my journey to ministry. And I was given only 10 minutes. So I'm hoping that I will use it properly. I've been in this country and church for nearly 11 years. And the reason why I came here is just one. I came because of love and commitment I had with Alex. Otherwise, I don't know how I would be here. When I first came in this country, I used to come before our wedding because I was supposed to attend the marriage counseling. And when I came, I kind of felt comfortable because the doctrine I found here was somehow similar to where I was coming from. So I was not worried how I'm going to fit in here. But today I'm here to tell you that actually that was not the case. Many things happened, and I had to learn a lot. I had to unlearn a lot. I even had to make peace about many things. I'm not going to tell you everything, but I have 3 points I wanted to share with you that things delayed my involvement in ministry here at Kampala Baptist Church. One of them was the language, starting from my name. People were calling me so many names. And some of them, I don't even know the language they were talking about. And the others, they were meaning something really that I didn't, something not pleasant to me. And I thank God for my husband. When he realized it is becoming too much, he gave me a name. He decided to call me Benny. So everyone started calling me Benny. And I didn't have a problem with that. But I also know that the other people who are still trying, please trying. And even today, on the bulletin, I don't know which name they wrote. That's not me. Maybe Nathan, could you please help me show them my name? The accent is not between E and E and N, it's on E. So that's the spelling of my name. Yeah, but it's fine. You can call me Benny. I will be okay about that. The other thing I was struggling with is the fact of people calling me auntie. Back home, someone to call you auntie when you're not related is not common. You must be someone special in their lives, like the way you call Senga in this country. So when people were calling me Senga, I was really struggling because I felt like these people are putting a lot of responsibility on me that I am not ready for. And I had to make peace with that. Because even my own husband, sometimes he calls me Auntie Benny, and my children. So I had to make peace with that. Same on the language. I didn't get a chance to speak English so many times, like full-time back home. I met with English only at campus. So after campus, I left it there. And when I came here and I realized that I have to speak English full time, I had to learn a lot. And many times I could just keep quiet because I could take time to translate from my head so that I don't speak what is not right. And I remember one of the church members coming to tell me, I used to think you're arrogant, you could not talk to people. But for me, there was a lot going on in my head. And when you don't know a language, sometimes you tend to look for those heavy words. And sometimes I could not find them, and then I chose to keep quiet. And the other thing was the Luganda. Luganda, I could hear some words, but speaking was a problem. I remember one day people were talking behind me, and they were talking about me in Luganda. I felt so bad, but I had nothing to do about it. And also, people could come and talk to me, like when I'm with Alex. They speak to me in Luganda. They talk to us in Luganda. But I thank God for Alex. He has always responded in English. And that really was protecting me. Because when somebody is talking about what you don't understand, there are two things. One, they don't want to understand or to hear what they are talking about. And second, they are talking about you. I don't know if you have really thought about that. If you have ever done it to somebody next to you who don't understand language, please don't do it again. It's so uncomfortable. The other thing that I struggled with was the culture. Many things were different from how we do them back home. When I came here and I see ladies kneeling down to greet, it was a challenge because back home we kneel only to God when we are praying. And sometimes when you're asking for forgiveness, when you want somebody to forgive you quickly and it's done, you kneel down. So when I came here, when I could try it, but my heart was like, no, this is not supposed to be done this way. I'm not supposed to do it this way. But yes, I have to make peace with it. I try, much as I'm not yet there, because I'm still learning what you say when you're greeting and the speed you use when you're talking. The other thing about culture was about food. Those who know our home, we were always hosting people. And I could really struggle to prepare food that is like local food. Much as we have the same, but it's not prepared the same way. So I could get visitors, and I'm not sure if they like what I have cooked. Much as they were learning also from me, there was always that challenge of knowing how people will take it. But today, I can try. If you have ever visited me and I didn't give you local food, please come back. I will try for you. The other things, the last thing about the things that delayed me to get involved were the incident I got from this country. Very traumatizing incidents. I'm not going to talk about all of them, but there are two that really stood up for me. One of them, I was attacked 3 times in the car, took my phones, and this really put me at a place of wondering, am I where I'm supposed to be? Because this is too much. And I remember the first one, I was with some of the church members here, and they took the phone, and one of them tried to get it back and fought with the thief, but other thieves came and started fighting him, and he gave up. But what really disappointed me, there was a traffic officer standing where it was happening. Those days they were putting on white, and he was just watching how people are fighting. I really felt so bad because I was like, this person, he should have helped me to get back my phone. But still, it didn't happen. And the same thieves followed me. I passed by a supermarket. They opened the car. They took my handbag. They took my passport with a dependent pass, everything. So I had to start from scratch. You can imagine what it took for me to go back home and process a new document. But yeah, I'm careful now. My people know, actually, everyone who is in the car that I'm driving, I keep telling them, don't use your phone in the car, close the window, because I know what happened. Another thing that happened to me was one day, really, Alex threw me in the deep end. We had to go for a burial somewhere, and he couldn't make it, and he told me to go and take the people. It was the side of Kayunga. I managed to reach safely, and on my way back, people said they are not coming because they wanted to spend the night. But others came to ask for a lift. I said, it's fine, but as long as you don't take me where I don't know. I know the road that brought me here, so don't divert me. I said, it's fine, we'll let you know. I remember it was raining, and it was getting dark. We reached a roundabout where there's a road that goes to Kayunga and another one that goes to Mukono. I'm telling you that it goes to Mukono because now I know. But that time I didn't know. So the people shouted in the car, no, pass here, with different languages because there were different people in the car. And I continued where they were telling me. But when I'm driving, I could see that this place is really new. I didn't pass here. And at some point, they moved out of the car. They reached where they're going. And I asked them, so here, how do I proceed? They said, keep going. Keep going. You will not get lost. So I drove a certain distance, trying to look for anything that can tell me where I am. Then in the end, I saw Shell Mukono. And I was like, okay, I'm now in Mukono. I think I have never been to Mukono. Oh, I have been there just passing. So many things came in my head. It was late. It was 9 p.m. And I remember thinking, like, maybe I can look for a place where to stay, and I'll go home tomorrow when it's daytime, when I see where I'm going. Oh, and then another thought was like, no, you need to go back home. People will be worried if you don't go back home. So I remember saying, Lord, help me here. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I was, with Esther, I decided to go. If I perish, I perish. At the end of the day, I have to go back home. I made so many wrong turns. I remember moving around Nambore like 3 times. I changed the direction. I ended up in Chireka. And it was something. In the car, there was one person who had stayed. And this person was told that her father had died. So people were calling her to go and collect the body from the hospital. So this person was in the car crying. I couldn't help. I couldn't even ask her anything. So I decided to go. But thank God I landed on the northern bypass and I found my way back home. That was really a challenge for me. Alex could call me and I'm like, no, first wait, I'm going to tell you when I get to know where I am. And also actually to narrate what happened, it took me like 2 days, or more, to be able to put together everything that happened to me. But I thank God that I was safe. You might wonder how I didn't give up, because I had so many reasons to give up. But I didn't give up. Those who did Bible study on Monday, we read Romans 8, verse 28. It says, and we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. I knew there was God's purpose on my life. I knew there is a redemptive call on my life. I didn't rush to call back home and say, you know what, I'm about to give up. But also God gave me my Mordecai, who was not my cousin, who was not my father, but was my husband. Every time I was about to give up, Alex could push me, tell me it's okay. Yeah, once in a while he could tease me and tell me, this is Uganda, welcome to Uganda. But I didn't give up. He was helping me so much. And also I wanted to share another encouragement that I got from the Bible in the book of Isaiah. Isaiah 61, verse 1 to 3. It says, the Spirit of God, the Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to preach good tidings to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to those who are bound, to proclaim the acceptance year of the Lord, and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn, to console those who mourn in Zion, to give the beauty of ashes, to oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they may be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he may be glorified. So there was so many scriptures that really could encourage me, and I didn't give up. And also there are other people who came in my life really, and they encouraged me. They make me feel like I can fit, much as things were not easy. I remember when I was introduced to the Daughters of Zion ministry, and I got to spend the Christian Women's Day. I know most of you know what happened out there, but the moment when I started attending the conference, it really made a big influence, a positive influence in my life. I got to learn so many things. I liked last year's theme, the Father's Heart, and to this year's theme, the redemptive call of a woman. I thank God for that. I thank God for people who came to walk with us in the parenting journey. And I want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Nkumbi for walking with us, the Kaganzis, I don't know if they're here, and the other people that we managed to walk together. And it became easy to raise our children, but also to raise the children that the Lord has given us. And I also thank God for Mrs. Seriange, who introduced me to Women of Excellence, where I'm able to learn from older women. And many people really encouraged me. I thank God for Jaja Motini. She's not here. Jaja Motini is my friend. Jaja Motini used to come to talk to me so many things. And I could feel so bad that I can't reply. And I wasn't even sure. I didn't want to end up saying Kale when I'm supposed to say Neda. So it was really a challenge. But she was among the people who motivated me to learn Luganda. And today, I visit her, we talk, and all is well. And I'm not yet where I'm supposed to be, but I'm not where I used to be. And there's another category of people also who are always kind with me. I'm also trying to learn their language. So what am I saying today? I saw the Lord in the foreign land, if I can call it like that. I don't know where you're standing. I don't know which foreign land you might be standing on. It doesn't have to be necessary another country, but it can be a place where you're not comfortable. Things are not working the way you want. It can be in your own home. It can be at your workplace. It can be at school. It can be even in your marriage. Things are not working, but if God has purposed you to be there, don't give up. There is a redemptive call on your life. Just try to know what it is and what you have to do about it. Thank you for listening to me. God bless you.